Dinosaurs actually existed, wouldn't their bones be everywhere?
Oh my
Really?
god.
Dinosaur denialism? What is it, like 1830?
Put our critical thinking skills to the test this morning.
I think that's what you lack, ma'am. I'm so sorry. Undeniable evidence that we do live under a dome.
Under a Nikon 9000, the most powerful camera in the world.
What?
Under a Nikon. What? Wait, a Nikon. Is he talking about a Nikon camera? It's a fucking camera. Hi, YouTube! Chat, make sure to say hi on YouTube. Today, we're gonna be checking out Minuteman, and apparently he is an archaeology educator, environmental scientist, author, Google debunker. I've seen a couple of his videos. They're very interesting. I don't think he adds a lot of memes in it. Let's check him out.
It's the giant steps in Peru.
You have got to be kidding me. Probably already know that this isn't a giant staircase.
Wait, people think this is a giant staircase, probably made by giants? Okay.
There still seems to be some confusion on it, so let me just drive it into the ground one last time. This is Ollanta Tambo. It is an Incan terrace farm. Milo, it looks like stairs. All right, riddle me this. If this was a staircase built for giants, why is there a human-sized staircase in the middle of it?
Oh
and another
my
human-sized
God.
staircase on the side of it? No, maybe they had human
Oh
pets,
my
little
God,
pet,
the
a guy on a string that really
misinformation.
looks like a giant could live in it. Oh yeah, and this doorway too. It's like 5.5 feet tall. Let's use some context clues. What's that over there? Is that a terrace farm? Of course that's not a terrace farm. That was a staircase for baby giants. You ready for this? This is my favorite part. There is an entire valley right here.
It's
Where
beautiful, though.
were they going? Why would you feel the need to build gigantic steps up this hill and into these tiny ass houses? You look at that. There's no stairs down the other side of the mountain. And this is what your giant stairs are made out of. Can you imagine a giant picking this up? Yes, we're gonna make a staircase so I can get over this hill. Giant conspiracy truly makes me believe that the human race is a lost cause.
Oh my god. Don't they have the same thought about, what's it called? Stonehenge. There you go, yeah. Isn't that what they're also saying about the Stonehenge? Is that it was constructed by giants, or like it's a chair for giants? Stonehenge is a calendar. I haven't actually looked into the lore of the Stonehenge, but maybe he's gonna cover it. We'll see.
Dinosaurs
Oh god.
actually existed, wouldn't their bones be everywhere?
Oh my
Really?
god.
Dinosaur denialism? What is it, like 1830?
What are these influencers, man? Oh my god. I'm sorry, what? She had the bright idea of publishing that online, and she could have just done some Googling.
Everyone and their mother's been tagging me in this dumbass video, so I guess I have to talk about it.
Put our critical thinking skills to the test this morning.
I think that's what you lack, ma'am. I'm so sorry.
And one thing you didn't do this morning, and that is open Google even once. Could have
Yep,
educated yourself.
exactly
You
what I
used
said.
Critical thinking even. But you didn't. And now you have to deal with me. Why don't we all find dinosaur bones in our backyard? Jesus, this question could be answered by a dinosaur-obsessed toddler. I am from New England. Bedrock of New England is granite. Intrusive igneous rock, meaning that it has a volcanic origin. And not only was most of the granite in New England deposited before dinosaurs existed, but you can't have fossils in igneous rock. For the most part, dinosaur fossils can only occur in sedimentary rock. This is a map of dinosaur fossils in the US. Unless you live here, forget about finding dinosaur fossils in your yard. And even if you did, you'd have to dig pretty deep to do it. 60 seconds is up, but I've only covered one of your points. I'm not done with you yet.
Dinosaurs
Ma'am, did you go to high school? Well, I wonder, like, why is she denying this, you know?
So a lot of the people are trying to tell me that the pyramids weren't built under the sand and that that's a crazy idea.
People are calling you
What?
crazy for thinking the Great Pyramid was built underneath 450 feet of sand.
What?
Yeah, I agree with you, actually. That's not crazy. That's batshit fucking insane is what that is.
So why did they only put gold at the top of the pyramid?
Oh
There's not
my
a single person who
god.
knows what the capstone of the Great Pyramid was, or even if there was one. Who knows? Maybe it was gold. And if it was, then maybe they clad the whole pyramid in it and it was all stolen. Considering you don't cite how you know what was on top of the Great Pyramid, I'm gonna assume you just pulled it directly out of your ass.
Because the gold tip is the only thing showing above the sand.
Have you ever
What?
touched sand? Parents ever bring you to a beach as a kid? You know, you dig in the sand, you try and dig a tunnel,
This
and it
hurts
immediately
my
collapses
brain,
in on itself.
chat.
Why would you ever build something 400 feet tall with a 750
Yeah,
foot wide
underneath the
base
sand.
Underneath sand. Could you guys precision quarry 6.5 million tons of stone for me to just bury in the desert? Are you literally out of your fucking mind?
So a lot
So this is what his videos are gonna be like.
Pyramids were built with sound.
Oh, here we go. More pyramid lore. What?
Yo, you know what? I'm totally with
Wait, this guy thinks they built it with this instrument. What?
Pyramids were built with a didgeridoo. Firstly, this is really cool. This dude's moving a rock with sound.
It's
Looks
cool,
like he's living his
yes.
best life.
It's
The
cool.
thing he's moving weighs like 4
Yeah.
ounces. You're trying to build
Yeah.
this.
Yes.
These blocks can weigh up to 15 tons. That's a lot of fucking didgeridoos. I'm not saying it's impossible. Clearly,
That's a
if you had
giant
something big
didgeridoo.
enough, you could move one of these blocks with sound. And that's the problem, because you need something so goddamn big to make the sound to move these, that moving the thing that makes the sound would then become the problem. Using a fucking 2-pound didgeridoo to, you know, move a 3-ounce rock is not a very good exchange rate when you're trying to move a 15-ton piece of limestone. You have to get them all precisely lined up like that.
Okay, just imagine all the workers with the big giant ass didgeridoos all blowing at the same time.
Can you didgeridoo that a little to the left? I don't know how people think things like this are somehow more plausible than, you know, them using ropes and sticks to do it. Because personally, I think it'd be a lot easier to do something like this.
Okay. Let's look at this. How the pyramids grew step by step. Each ramp grew with the pyramid. Oh, the ramp thing makes sense.
And to make a 10-story didgeridoo.
How do people have the confidence to make this kind of content? Or maybe they know. I think it's like baiting. Is it like, instead of rage baiting, is it like dumb baiting? Is it dumb baiting?
It is impossible to build the pyramid.
I got 3 things for you
Why is it all pyramid content? Okay, pyramid content. Let's go.
that are gonna blow your goddamn mind. There they are. All 3 of them. It does take balls to look at like the biggest pile of rocks on the planet and have your thought be, no.
Even with the technology we have now, we would struggle to build them.
With the technology we have now, we couldn't build a giant pile of rocks. So I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt that you're probably from a different planet. So let me bring you up to speed. We built this. It's like a building that's almost 1 kilometer tall. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Here's a dam that's so goddamn big that the lake it holds back has literally changed the rotation of planet Earth.
What? Oh, that is insane. What dam is this? Oh, in China. Okay.
I-95, the auto mile in Norwood. I mean, the things humanity is capable of when we put our minds together is truly astonishing.
For around before us were more advanced than we are
Oh
today.
my God.
The ancient Egyptians lived in a desert, and they were able to do this with just a bunch of sticks, rocks,
Atlantis
rope, and
is
a
real.
whole ton of forced
Hi,
labor.
Nazu.
You're telling me that you couldn't do the same thing when you have access to a tower crane, Caterpillar 797
Oh
mining
my God, dude. That is what? That's real? Is this real? That is so big.
truck, and a goddamn Bagger 288. You don't lack the technology, you just have a skill issue.
And the problem is, if you put this on a website like Facebook, all the boomers are gonna be like, "Oh my God, really? Oh, that's how they did. They built the pyramids." They're gonna fucking believe that.
You haven't figured it out? It's an ice wall yet?
Oh,
Take that patronizing tone with me, boy.
here we go. Ice wall. We're not done with the walls, chat. This time.
Wearing a hat that says ice wall. I wish I had the balls to walk around with a sign on my head that says I never learned how to read.
When the Navy went to Antarctica and flying a helicopter and panning, they never get to the end because
Oh my.
it is an ice wall.
Whoa.
The way he said it is an ice wall.
Okay, pause. Antarctica's really big, about the size of 1 Antarctica. But you seem to have gotten the size of Antarctica confused with the size of Rhode Island. Secondly, let's critical think for a second, if you can do that. By some
Could do
lapse
that.
of judgment on my end, I decided to give you a helicopter, and I told you to fly it around Antarctica. Firstly, you wouldn't make it. It's too big, you'd run out of fuel, you'd crash into the ocean. For any confusion, see Rhode Island. Before you crashed into the ocean, if you were flying around Antarctica in a big counterclockwise circle, do you know what you would see out of the left window of your helicopter the entire time? A giant wall of ice. You wanna know why? Because that's what it looks like when you're looking at the side of a giant fucking circle. I've been sailing along this coast for 10 months. I think it's an infinite wall of jungle. The sheep keep telling me that I'm just sailing around Hawaii.
Why? And he looks like he's in his like 40s or 50s too, you know? So you would think, okay, he's finished. He's probably finished high school. Probably went to elementary school. They saw Antarctica covered in ice and thought ice wall. Since he thinks it's such a big ice wall, why doesn't he go see it for himself, you know? He even has a fucking hat. Why? I want to know. What the fuck? Okay.
Earlier this week, Polish archaeologists announced that they had discovered a vampire burial. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is it a vampire? No. Is it a burial? Absolutely.
Yes.
This unfortunate young woman likely lived around the 17th century and was buried with full accordance to vampire superstition. As you can tell by the agricultural scythe across her neck, with the presumed intention being that if the deceased were to rise again to suck the blood of the living, she would be immediately decapitated. Just like the old saying goes, why kill when you can overkill? Beyond this, the young woman was also found with a padlock around her toe. This was likely more of a symbolic feature signifying the permanence of death and the banishment from the world of the living. So what is the story here? While archaeologists have found no immediate evidence of foul play, the presence of this one naturally protruding tooth has shed some light on the topic. And as heartbreaking as it is, we could be looking at a tale as old as time. One where the violence and hate from the fearful and superstitious is so often channeled towards those who are different.
Was it because of the tooth? I fucking hope not. Oh, this is awful, because I have a feeling they did more things while she was alive. If she's like padlocked, has a scythe over her neck, they probably did even more.
When I first saw this, I was like, there ain't no way that town is actually built inside a meteor crater. I mean, look at that.
Whoa. Medieval town built in a 15-million-year-old what? It looks like the Attack on Titan cities. Yeah, this is Wal Maria.
It's just too good to be true. Look at how circular that is. So I looked into it, and that's where I found that this town is absolutely built inside a meteor crater, and that this town is probably the least interesting thing about this meteor crater. This is the town of Nordlingen in Germany, and it's located inside the Nordlinger Reich impact crater. And you gotta be like, yeah, no shit, look at how circular that is. Of course it's an impact crater. Yeah, that's what I thought too. But here's an actual map of that impact crater. It's 15 miles in diameter. While technically that's true, it's a little misleading because it makes you think this is the crater. But the real crazy thing about this crater is it has a mineral found nowhere else in the world. It's called moldavite. It looks like this. It was a type of projectile glass that was formed when this meteor impacted the ground 15 million years ago. If you like geology, it's super cool because it's really fucking rare and only comes from this one crater. And if you're a crystal girly, it's really cool.
Any crystal girlies in the chat?
Super fucking powerful and can make you explode people with your mind. If you want to learn more about cool archaeology and natural science, come check me out over on YouTube, Miniminuteman.
What is this?
I've never heard this before. So they're saying the only reason the United States never adopted the metric system is because the ship carrying the standardized weights was hijacked by pirates in the 1790s. Alright, so I did a little digging. I don't know if I'd call it true, but I would definitely at least call it a gross oversimplification. Let me break it down for you. Since England had spent the last couple hundred years not being able to keep it in her pants, much of the world used the British imperial system. In 1795, the French decided to go and invent the metric system like a bunch of goddamn communists. Thomas Jefferson, the acting Secretary of State at the time, heard about the metric system and was like, yo, I want to pitch that to Congress. So he called up his buddy Joseph Dombey in France and was like, bring me the metric system. So Dombey grabbed some metric weights, hopped on a ship, got blown off course by a storm, and then was captured by pirates and died in captivity. Oh, sorry, I don't mean pirates. I mean British privateers. Well, I swear to God, if I ever hear another British person complain about how we don't use the metric system, I'm gonna... Changing the unit of measurement wasn't up to Thomas Jefferson. And in all likelihood, even if he had got these weights, he probably wouldn't have been able to change Congress's mind. I don't say pirates are the reason we don't have the metric system, but
I think this lore... Yeah, I think them just making sure that this is the lore. It's because of goddamn pirates.
Scientists are having a hard time explaining the strange mystery that's happened inside of this ancient Egyptian temple.
What now?
It's a little something that I like to call not true. But as a show of good faith, I'd love for you to tell me more about your conspiracy theory over craft beer.
Steps made out of solid granite that look to be melted.
Oh my God.
He said the thing. He said looks like. Well, if that's all the evidence for this conspiracy, let's just keep it rolling.
Concluded that it was not from erosion or continuously stepping on.
That's a very weird thing to say, considering that this is an example of both of those things. Because these steps have been walked on for at least 2,000 years. Despite being made of a softer rock, the steps from the Leaning Tower of Pisa aren't looking so hot after only about 600 years. So let's throw Occam's razor out the window and see what your explanation is.
Clear sign that there was nuclear weaponry.
Oh my God.
This is the exterior of the Temple of Hathor.
Oh
I promise
my
you, dear
God.
viewer, that you don't need to be an archaeologist in order to know that that is one of the worst explanations for anything, maybe ever.
Nuclear. Oh my God. I beg your fucking pardon. Oh my God. Undeniable evidence that we do live under a dome. This is Doug Dimmadome propaganda.
undeniable evidence that we do live under a dome.
Oh, that fucking hairdo is proof we live under a dome. Yeah, boss, I'll take a 0 on the sides and a Doppler radar on the top. I shouldn't be talking. I had like the same haircut when I was 16.
Why is it that every single ancient culture and society all depicted the dome and the flat earth?
I'm sorry, where were all of those ancient societies spending their taxpayer dollars? Probably not on a $10 billion space telescope. Yeah, they can call us back when they learn how to get more than 400 feet off the ground. Don't get me wrong, ancient people were way more advanced than we give them credit for. But believing the mythology of people who hadn't invented telescopes over modern scientific technology is goofy.
Here's a real close-up of the
He's a goofy goober. For real, for real.
stars. Under a Nikon 9000, the most powerful camera in the world.
What?
Under a Nikon. What? Wait, a Nikon. Wait, we're not. He's not making this shit up, chat. Wait, okay, I need to hear that again. Is he talking about a Nikon camera? It's a fucking camera. It's a camera.
Under a Nikon 9000, the most powerful camera in the world.
Okay, this has to be dumb bait. This has to be dumb bait once again.
What? Nikon 9000 is a scanner.
Oh, it's a fucking scanner.
Granted, it's a scanner that kind of looks like a microwave, but one way or another, it's not a camera. If only we had something that was better to look at stars at than a DSLR. Milo, that foreshadowing in a 60-second video? You bet your ass it was. Well, would you look at that? Water droplets on the firmament. Thanks, James Webb. Like and subscribe for more.
Do you guys believe that this sun is the real sun that we grew up with? This is a fake fucking sun.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I think he's being serious with this.
I can tell you with 1,000% confidence that this person is just fucking with us for internet clout, and it's working because they have 1.2 million followers.
Oh, they have 1.2 million followers. Hey, chat, it works. It fucking works.
But this is just so hilarious that I can't not talk about it.
That's cool. That's weird, right? A second sun, one sun right behind the other one. Yeah.
You want to know
and one sun right behind the other one. A sun eclipse.
how to make that second sun disappear? You open the window that you are shooting through. This is what happens when you film the sun through a pane of glass.
I cannot.
Fuck no, you have got to be fucking with me. I figured out how to adjust the brightness on my phone camera. The sun must not be real. You can even see each swipe they make as they change the exposure.
I don't even know what to say.
Oh my god, yeah, did you see that? She does. Oh my god.
Neither, honestly. I've watched this video like 3 times now, and all I've taken away from it is a splitting migraine. I cannot believe that this is my job. Follow me, please.
Oh my god, this is amazing content, chat. You have the dumb baiters, and he's the one who's, you know, the call-out person, the fact checker. Yeah, I think we'll pause on that with Minuteman. Thank you for suggesting him, Chill. He's great. I love his content. He finds all the bullshit in the internet.